Okay, so the next part we're going to do is fit the back wall, the side vertical struts, and the front of the canopy base. So it's quite important that everything we refer to now, moving forward, with regards to the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the garden, is when you're standing here looking towards the front. So left hand and right hand. And what we have here is the components which are on your component list. We have the front of the canopy base, which is labelled with a L and an R. We have 2 vertical supports, and on the front of these, and the front is the part with the bracket, and we've also written on there R for right hand side of the garden. And we have the back wall, which is really your largest component pre-made for you in the flat pack itself. And on the bottom of the back wall, we have an R for right and an L for the left-hand side. So the first part that you want to do is you want to grab the front of the canopy base and put that along the front of your garden. Now you want to flip that up so on the inside edge at either end you have the R facing inwards and you have the L facing inwards. And you'll notice along the top edge of that you've got a number of screw holes, which are all pre-drilled holes that we'll use at a later stage for putting the canopy together. Once you've done that, the next part that you want to sit up at either end is the vertical supports. And you'll notice when you do that, that you'll have an R on the vertical support and an R on the base, and they just simply match up. Once you've got that in place, what you can do is now using your 100mm square drives, 100mm screws, you're going to need 4 of those to do this part. You can put that through the front hole, and just like we did earlier, just feed the screw slightly through the board and line it up with the pre-drilled hole and put that screw into place. You now need to do exactly the same for the other end. So again, we have an L on the front edge and also an L on the inside edge. They want to match up just like the other end. And just like the other end, feed the screw in, line up the hole and drill that off. Once you've completed that, you just want to make sure that these vertical supports are square along each side of your garden. And now it's time for the back wall. So the base of your back wall has the L for left and R for right on it. So what you want to do is pick that up, go over the top and sit that into place. And if you just square up or flush the end of the back wall base with your garden base, and using your other 2 100mm screws, you need to put a screw at either end. So you can lift the polycarb up, it is flexible, but just be careful you don't want to snap it. And you'll have your pre-drilled hole here. You want to make sure that this end is flush. And you can put your 100mm screw through. Once you've done that, just be careful. The back wall does actually sit there. It is relatively stable, but you wouldn't want to put any weight on it at this stage. And that is the fitting of the back wall, the vertical supports and the front canopy base.